Hi, hey, hello, beautiful people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're still morning where you are. And yeah, so nice to meet you guys once again. So I spoke to you guys the last time, and I told you that this particular session is a must not miss, right? Because what you'll be doing today is basically to demystify the whole Google Ads thing. I know you must have gotten some information that running ads on Google is difficult and all of that. So today we are going to demystify it. And the topic today is connect with customers using Google Ads. So for those of you that have been yearning to know how to run ads on Google, this is a great opportunity for you to learn hands-on, right? So I'm going to walk you through all the processes, all the steps on how these things play out in the life situation. So thank you so much for joining us once again. And I'm not here alone, I'm here with Sandra, joining us from Lagos, Nigeria. And my name is Udeme, joining you from Abuja, Nigeria. So I want you to do me a favor before we get started. Please reach out to the team and let them know that we are live so that they can come join us. Hello, Ayosu Bridget. Hello, Bridget. How are you? How are you today? And when you join us, please let us know which part of the globe you're joining us from. In Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, Rwanda, Uganda, anywhere you are, Congo, wherever, just let us know also in the chats that you're here with us, and maybe possibly let us know how the weather is where you are, and possibly if people have petrol to buy, or what's happening in your country. It's a very interesting time here in Nigeria. So for those of you that are Nigerians, I'm sure you understand how interesting the times are. Hello, Peggy. How is Benue State today? Yeah, so again, it's a very interesting time. So thank you for joining us, and then we're super excited to have you. So please be kind enough to reach out to the rest of the team to come join us here as we deep dive into what we have for today. Connect with customers using Google Ads. Again, it's not a session that you want to miss, okay? It's more like going to be the icing on the cake from all we've been doing so far, so good. It is going to be the icing and all the toppings, you know, all the everything. I used to appear on cakes to make the cake more beautiful, and so you can have a beautiful cake that is very tasty as well. Okay, after that much description, please let me know your name. Let me know where you're joining us from. Hello, Angela. How is Yobe State today? Thank you so much for joining. Okay, Bridget is from Benue State as well. Thank you so much, Bridget. Hello, Maria. How is Abuja? Which part of Abuja are you? In Abuja as well. Life campsite. I hope you are fine. I hope family is good. I hope all is well with you. Yes, so again, it's going to be the topping. Today's topic is going to be the toppings and the icing on the cake. The beautiful cake we've been enjoying all through the past few weeks, right? So this is going to be the toppings, the icing to make it much more tasty and much more beautiful. So please be kind enough to reach out. And here, if you are here, please locate the thumbs up button and give it a smash. And then enjoy the beauty of how the thing splashes. And if you are browsing, if you are joining this session with a PC, right? There is this reaction emoji that you're going to find beside your chat section. Okay, you can always click there to react with love, or you want to laugh, or you want to throw in congratulations, or you want to throw in a surprise, or you want to maybe do 100% or whatever it is. So please, you can also use that just to make the session much more beautified. All right. Okay. And I hope you have writing material close by because you're going to need it. Yeah. So please grab one if you don't have one. Grab a writing pad, grab a biro, grab a bottle of water if you need it, and pay close attention. All right, so I'm going to walk you through some processes before we get to the practical part, and I'm hoping that you're going to have a feel of the cake by the end of the session, so that you have what to take home, and then you can get to practice these things by yourself. Okay, Angela, your day is cool. We're currently experiencing heavy downpour. I pray it doesn't interrupt the internet. Oh, I pray too. Okay, so it's not rained here the past 3 days in Abuja, and I hope it doesn't because I'm not really good with the rain. Right, it interrupts internet, it makes things difficult, and all of that. So I pray it doesn't rain. Thank you, Angela, for sharing. And yeah, please reach out, reach out. Let's reach out. Let's reach out. Let's reach out. And smash the thumbs up button. I'm still waiting for you. And if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, if you've not done that before, please subscribe, right? Because we have, and turn on the notification because we have a lot of content being spilled out from this channel on the daily. So you don't want to miss a valuable one, right? So you can always come back and watch whatever is happening in our space. All right, so we are going to be doing this in 3 different segments. Now, in the first part, we will be talking about understanding the Google Ads and how it helps you to connect with your customers and with their businesses online, more like an introduction to online advertising. And then we're going to talk about getting set up with the Google Ads, how to advertise, how to set advertising goals. And then we're going to head over to the setting up of a smart campaign, how to set up a smart campaign. And then we teach you how to understand how to track and how to measure your campaign performances, right? We're going to be doing that in the next couple of minutes. And I hope you have a feel of the content by the time we are through. Okay, so let's go to the first part, an introduction to digital marketing. All right, so maybe I didn't spot this part. I'm going to be throwing in a few questions along the line, and I expect you to answer the questions, right? I expect you to ask me questions. And here, if you have questions from what we've been doing the past 7 sessions, please ask, okay? Feel free. Set it out. And more importantly, you should know that it's a safe space, right? Safe space in the sense that if you have any questions that you feel is not correct, throw it in. If you have any answers you think is not correct, please ask, okay? Whatever it is, drop it. Feel free, the safe space. Nobody will throw stones at you. Nobody will say you're wrong or talk harsh to you. No, nobody will do that. So feel free, engage, ask questions, comment. Sandra is going to be in the chat throughout to answer your questions, queries, comments, contributions. I'm going to take 3 breaks in between to answer to your questions, all right? So we have a lot of time to converse, so I want you to make it very, very interactive. You guys are used to these things, right? So let's keep it coming, right? Okay, so the first part, introduction to online advertising. So online advertising has been here for a while, right? It's been here for a while, and a lot of brands have actually used digital space to make things out of their business. So life has actually graduated from just people marketing on radio, television, billboards, banners, flyers, and just word of mouth. Life has graduated from that stage. We're in the stage where the businesses are paying close attention to online advertising because ultimately that is where people are, right? That is where people are. You don't get to find a lot of people to talk to physically, right? Compared to if you are reaching them where they are constantly on around the clock. So as of 2019, we have about 525 million internet users in Africa, and 74% of web traffic in Africa was generated by smartphones, and about 24% was generated on PC, that's your personal computer. And out of those users, about 208 million searches happened for businesses, for products, for services online in Africa. 208 million out of 525 million. And that is a little below the a little below 50%, right? But this was 2019, and this is now 2023. Trust me, in 4 years, this number must have tripled. I bet you, this number must have tripled. So you don't want to shut your eyes or maybe behave like you're not seeing that the trend is going online. The trend is not. Still restricted to the traditional marketing methods that you know, the radio, the TV, the newspapers, and all of that. Class all of those under the traditional methods of marketing. So doing it digitally has always built out results over the years. And you don't want to shut your eyes as a business person away from these figures that are very, very interesting. All right, so I'm going to ask my first question. So how are you currently connecting with your customers? I'm sure you must have answered this question a million times if you attended a session. But just for the purpose of this class, I want you to help me answer it once more. How are you currently connecting with your customers? How do you do it? Do you use social media? Do you use email marketing? Do you have a business profile on Google? What do you do? Do you do the cold calling? Do you call them? Or do you send messages? Or do you interact with them? How do you interact with your customers? Please let us know in the chats. Hello Gladys, how are you doing today? And I hope Nairobi is fine and beautiful. Oh, it's cloudy there. Okay, so all the best with the rain that is about to come, Gladys. Okay, Gladys, I hope you have a great time here. And Justina, hi. Hi, it's Nasarawa State today. Thank you for joining us. And please, if you're just joining, locate the thumbs up button and give it a smash. Locate the subscribe button and subscribe, turn on the notification if you've not done that before, right? And ultimately, please invite somebody. Get somebody to come join us. Anybody that's supposed to be here and is not here, possibly has forgotten or something. So please reach out, be your brothers and your sisters keeper. So reach out and let them know that we are live and this is a must not miss session. Okay, so how are you currently connecting with your customers online? How are you currently connecting with your customers? So please share that with us in the chats. What methods you use? Okay, Peggy said, I call them and also communicate verbally at times. Post on WhatsApp too. Thank you so much, Peggy. WhatsApp is very powerful, even though it's narrowed down to only the people that have your contacts. Yeah, but the people that have your contacts can easily influence them by your contents and status. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. All right, so please keep your comments coming in the chat. I'll look at them shortly. So, where are we? So a typical consumer's journey is very, very complex. A typical consumer's journey is very, very complex. So let's say you just woke up one day and you went to open your laptop and you found out that your laptop screen is broken. What ring in your head is, I can fix this thing, right? So people always want to prove their superpower when it comes to situations like that, and possibly because you don't have the money to spend, maybe you didn't keep a budget for all those strange things that could possibly happen, right? You didn't keep a budget for it. So your first reaction will be, I can fix this thing. And then you try and try, and then you discover that it's not something you can do easily. And then you're going to jump on Google search to, to find out some information. And then you discover that the keywords you are seeing there are very, very strange. And then they're going to get you confused. And you'll be telling yourself, oh, what can I do? Okay, I'll jump on YouTube. And then you're going to just jump on YouTube and to be able to search for how to fix my laptop screen. And then when you find out that maybe the tools they have on the YouTube they're using is not the regular screwdriver that you're having, there are those very tiny ones, right? And you don't have those tools, and possibly don't understand the jargons that they're speaking, the registers of the computer and everything, and all those diodes and all the stuff. Yeah, maybe just give yourself a deeper breath. Oh, and then you go back to search. So when you go back to search, you start again, maybe you are just searching for prices for fixing a laptop screen, or maybe you're searching for prices of a new laptop. When you eventually get to find out that the price of a new laptop is going to be too much, way above your budget, it's not something you can do, then you're going to now go look for a repair person, right? So you may just type laptop screen repairs, and then possibly you land on a repairer that is close to you, and then you book an appointment, and then you head over to the place and get your laptop fixed. Now, all of this just explains the fact that it's not a straight line. The consumer journey is not a straight line, because obviously there are many reasons people go online. People go online to find information about their devices. They want to ask questions about everything. So everybody just wants to go online to find out things, and that makes an average consumer's journey to be very, very complex. It's not, they won't just jump from the laptop is broken straight to the repairer, which is you. So now your place as a business person is to be available at whichever location they are, at whichever point you find yourself, for you to be available. How can you be available? By having your content on all these places. You have your content on Google, maybe on Google Business Profile when someone is searching for it. You should have your content on how to fix your laptop screen, steps on how to fix your laptop screen, maybe on your blog. So that if somebody types that keyword, it shows up. Now let me explain to you how Google works. When someone types a keyword, now what I mean by keyword is when you go to Google and type a word, that becomes keyword, right? So don't get it twisted. I had this kind of question in the last class. Keyword is just any word that you use in your search. It's called keyword. You can use keywords also to add to your content. You use keywords also to do copies for your ad, to write copies, what people will be seeing when they actually read your ad. So all of those become keywords. Why they are called keywords is because they have to, maybe they carry the registers of your company, that is, they carry words that are consistent with your industry, right? If you're in the baking industry, you're going to be seeing words like cakes, accessories, what is the other one now? Vanilla cake, carrot cake, and the rest of them. So you have, those are keywords in the baking industry. You have keywords for the medicals, you have keywords for the real estate, you have keywords just across everything. So you want to pay close attention to those salient words that would make sense in your industry. So that's what I mean by keywords. So you just went online and you typed a particular word to run a search. So what Google does, see, Google will tell you we found 5 million results on the top part of the page. And then they're going to give you a set of responses, a set of websites, right? And if you go to the bottom part, you see page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the rest of them. Now, what that explains is Google search the internet, the whole internet, for websites that actually contains the keyword that you use to type. That process takes almost just a snap of the finger. That process where Google looks, what it's doing is to crawl the entire internet to show to you the websites that actually have these contents that you actually wanted to search for. So the point now is, you as a business person, you should be available with your contents wherever they go to, on search, on the map, on YouTube, wherever. You should be there with your content so that they can always see you. If you're not showing for yourself, they won't see you. They don't see you, money won't come through you, right? I hope you got that. So now search again is the common thread. Search is a common thread. So on one common thread that you've noticed in the consumer journey on every device is just that search. Everyone is just always searching for things. So sometimes you are maybe searching on your laptop, searching on your phone, you're searching on your tablet, and that's basically just where the consumer journey begins. So Google search provides just a rare big opportunity for you to be able to meet your customers who are actively looking. Now, that is a big advantage with what Google presents. It shows to people at when they are looking. not just some random stuff. That's what the search actually does. So as a business owner, like I explained earlier, your part is to be there for them at those locations with the content that they're looking for. So you should be able to preempt what someone will be looking for in your industry. If you're a baker, how to make maybe a carrot cake recipe, how to make red velvet, how to make what is the other one now? Sponge cake, how to bake, basics, and you should be able to preempt the kinds of words that people will be searching for, and prepare content ahead of you. Keep those contents there on the internet that people will be able to engage. Right? So you should have viable content, meaningful content. They call them, sometimes they call it hooks. Why they call it hooks is because they want you to have a content that people easily relate with and can even reference it. If people reference the content, it means that what you have there is useful, is relevant. And the Google works. Google loves what everybody loves. So if you engage with me, and so many other people are engaging with me, Google tends to find me useful. And that's how the SEO thing we spoke about works. Google begins to take you up in ranking. Mm-hmm. So, it could be somebody searching at 7 a.m. Why is my laptop screen black? By 7:14, they're checking how to fix laptop screen. The next moment, they're searching for fixed laptop screen, fixed blank laptop screen videos and how to do it on YouTube. Then maybe the cost of fixing it, and then how do I know if I need to replace my screen? Maybe laptop reviews if you want to check, and then you compare the prices. If it's not good enough, then you fall back to the repairs. So all of that actually makes the journey of a customer very, very complex. And now this is just for a repair person, because the end game is for the repair person to gain a client, right? So it's going to be different for you because of your industry. So if you're in the cake industry, you're in the baking industry, you're in the education industry, if you are if you're in the real estate, if you're in the fashion industry, the journey is obviously going to be different. So you need to understand the journey, typical journey of your clients, your customer. Okay. All right. So why do you need to advertise on Google search? Why is it important for you to advertise on Google search? So it's important that you know what it takes to advertise. Besides knowing what it takes, you need to know why you should, because Google actually presents to you just an effective solution, an easy way for you to manage and get back to manage your business and get back to focusing on other things, because it's actually expensive and stressful for you, especially if you are a sole proprietorship, to do a lot of things at the same time. So you don't want to always be stuck to your system to get things done. So Google gives you an opportunity to gain some customers that are actually out to search for things when they're searching for it, right? At the time they're making the search is when Google actually shows these things to them, not just some random stuff, right? Okay, and a couple of advantages for advertising on Google. You can be able to track and measure your performances. So its value can be tracked, its value can be measured. You can also get to control your budgets, you can set your goals to your budgets, and you can manage the overall budgets. You can edit it, you can pause it, you can cancel it anytime, or you can adapt your overall strategy, because you're going to be seeing the analytics of what the ad is performing and how you can tweak some options to get you some more results. So all of this makes the ad platform much more, the Google Ads platform, much more interesting than other platforms. Trust me, they may not be that generous with all these things. So you want to pay close attention to what Google offers you to make your life actually easy. All right, so let's look at how ads work on search. So it begins with a question. Whoever is asking the question, obviously somebody that wants to find out something. Maybe he wants to find out how to fix his laptop screen. He wants to find out where to buy vanilla cake, or where to buy carrot cake, where to buy sponge cake. There are people that just love those things. They visit a particular location, they don't find those things, they just jump on Google. Everybody jumps on Google to find those things. So it begins with a question, it begins with a need, it begins with a desire. So most people just type that particular keyword into Google. Now Google crawls the internet, just like I explained to you, to bring to you all the websites that actually have all these things. In this case, you can see what is showing on your screen there. So Google will now show to you the ones that are being paid for first. Now, sometimes when you run ad, when you make a search, you find some of the options written there sponsored. It used to be ads before, but now it is sponsored. That suggests to you that somebody is actually paying for those ones to show to you. It's sponsored, yeah? Somebody is paying for it. It's paying for those ones to show. Okay, so that makes it much more very, very interesting. And even that the sponsored, now you get to see that some of them show up first before the other ones. Now the shopping ads are mostly the ones that show first. Shopping ad is mostly used by e-commerce stores, the likes of Konga, the likes of Jumia, Amazon, eBay, and the rest of them. So you get to see the product itself, the description of the products, you know, and the price. And if you click on it, it takes you straight to the page where you get to order for it. Right? Before now, you go down and then you see the other options below it, see the other options below it. Right? So you get to see the shopping ads first and then the other text ads below them. So now the process of competing for the top spots is what we are going to be talking about shortly. But what you should know is that ads appear in various places. Search results appear in various places. So most times you get to see the shopping ads first, right? Because shopping ads needs to be shown to you first because you can see much more, and they're always more expensive as well, right? And then you see the text ads. You see other websites that actually have the keywords of what we're searching for coming below them. And ads also show on partner websites. So if you are running the Google display ads, those particular ads show on Google display networks. Google display networks are more like over 2 million non-Google websites that actually showcases Google's products, Google's adverts. So when you hear someone talking about Google AdSense, it means that Google is paying them for the traffic they're having on their websites. So if you have a lot of traffic on your website, you just tell Google, okay, I want to apply for AdSense so that you use my websites to advertise your products, right? I know you've heard that before. So when you're browsing on some website, you see some images show up, pictures, and if you click on it, it takes you somewhere, which is more like a landing page. So all those ads that pop up to you, all of those ones are called display ads, right? They just show to you randomly on over 2 million non-Google websites. And now Google reaches over 90% of internet users across millions of websites, news pages, blogs, on Google platforms, the likes of Gmail, YouTube. YouTube is also classed under the Google Display Network. So you want to pay close attention to all these things that will make your ads to actually show up. And now the Google Display ads always show up in form of text, in form of images, in form of video ads, and so on and so forth. And now a couple of features for the Google Ads. The Google Ads, yes, a couple of features. Now it's very, very interesting that you know that the Google Ads only charges you for results. Some of you have heard terms like PPC or CPC, pay per click, or cost per click. All of that just suggests to you that you only pay when somebody actually does what you want, which is in this case, which is the search ad, is what you are concentrating on. When somebody actually clicks on it is when the goal of the campaign is achieved. Not just your ad showed up and somebody clicked and you get charged. No. If somebody did not click on it, they are not charged. If your ad just showed up and somebody didn't click, you are not charged. That's what makes it that's what makes the Google Ads platform very, very interesting. Again, you may not be that lucky with other platforms because most times they charge you for impressions, number of times it shows up. Okay. Now you have the PPC for the search. You have the CPV, cost per view, for video ads. So when you go on YouTube and you find skip in 5 seconds, If you don't skip that ad and you watched it for at least 30 seconds, that is when the advertiser pays. The advertiser doesn't pay if you watch that content less than 30 seconds, except maybe it's all those ones that you can't skip. Those ones will always allow you to watch for at least 10, 15 seconds. So the cost per view is just one of those bidding strategies, bidding options for the video ads. Now, cost per thousand impression, CPM, is the bidding option for display ads, those ones that used to just pop up when you are browsing on websites, and sometimes you see it on YouTube as well. So you have PPC, you have CPM, you have CPV, and the other ones. But truth be told, for what we are actually dealing with today, you don't need to bother your head about all those things, because the smart campaign on its own manages itself. So Google knows how much it spends the result you are getting, so that you don't need to bother your head about the cost per click, how much it is putting as a cost per click, how much you be bidding on a particular keyword, and all of that. No, you don't need to bother yourself about that, as long as smart campaign that you're learning today is concerned. This is for people that are running the campaign on the expert mode. So don't bother your head, right? And then you have to, you should also know that the Google Ads key results, you also know that as one of the Google Ads key features that there is no startup fees, right? You're not paying any startup fee, you're not paying any cancellation fee. There's no contract, right? You can start it, pause it the following second, put in more money, stop it completely, or just, it's your choice. You have full control. All right. So what you need to do is just to visit the ads.google.com for you to get started with it. So I'm going to be taking the first pause to answer your questions. So if you have questions for me, please ask. I'm here. And Sandra has been doing a great job. Thank you, Sandra. So please engage Sandra in the chat if you have anything. All right. Any questions so far? So far, so good. Yobe State, Adeni, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. Please help us reach out to the rest of the team. Let them know that we are midway and we need them. Right? Okay. So let's go to the second part, which is going to be very, very interesting. All right. So this is preparing to set up Google Ads, preparing to set up Google Ads. Before you set up Google Ads, you should understand that you should focus on the desired outcomes. Then the strategy will follow. So the interface will help you. It will help you along to prompt you to enter maybe the info session and set up an appropriate campaign that can drive you to all those much results. And now you need to understand what your goals are as a business. What are your business goals? What do you want to achieve? What are your goals? You need to spell that out from the stats. What are your business goals? Right? Your business goals actually is going to be what is going to determine the type of campaign that you want to run. Right? So you need to ask yourself, what are you doing? Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you promoting your business online? What outcome do you want to see as a result of that campaign? You might say, I want to just make money. I want to sell more products. I want to find new clients. You want to grow the business. You want to hire more people. You want to get donations. All of those are very good goals. But you need to be much more specific, right? You need to be much more specific, because there are different campaigns. There's a search campaign, there's a video campaign, a smart campaign like this, there's a display campaign, there's a lead generation campaign, there's a performance max campaign, there's an app install campaign. There is a lot of them. There's discovery campaign. All of those are different kinds of campaigns. So you need to know what you want to do so that you're not just going to be, shooting random shots. You should know exactly what you want to do so that you know the one you're choosing, the type of ad that you're going to be choosing. Okay? So what makes a goal, what makes a good goal? You need to clarify your goals first. I know you've heard about the SMART framework. So you've heard about the SMART, where S stands for the specific. So your goal must be very specific and very detailed. How many laptops do you want to sell? What do you want to do with it? How do you want to promote it? You need to ask yourself the three hows, three W questions: the what's, the when's, the why's, the who's, be specific, and the how do you want to do it. And you should also be able to measure and track the results of these goals. How would you know that you've been able to accomplish it? Have you connected your Google Ads accounts to your Google Analytics tool so as to be able to get some data out of it? Right? Is your e-commerce platform connected? You should be able to measure what results you're about to get. And now you should also tell yourself the truth. Are these goals realistic? Are they attainable? Do you have what it takes? Do you have the technical know-how? Do you have the human resources, the financial resources, the material resources? Do you have what it takes to be able to get it done? So rather than you just thinking that maybe you're making it $20,000, and then you just want to wake up and make $1 million within the same space of time, it's not wrong to to think big. But when you make some projections, they don't look realistic because it's way beyond your reach financially, technically, maybe even spiritually self. So you need to make realistic goals. Make sure that those goals are attainable. Are they relevant also to your business? Right? Will this goal help your business to reach its goals? Will it drive the result that you want? And also, it must be time bound. You must set a time frame for it. It can't be open ended. You can't just say, okay, I want to achieve this. You need to put a time frame around it so that you can, okay, I want to achieve this within this period of time, so that you can be tracking it at intervals in between to be able to know if you're actually making progress or if you're not making progress. Very, very key. So your goals must be given that much detail. Your goals needs to be smart, right? Okay, so let's talk about smart campaign now. So we've spoken too much about the background. So let's go back to what we actually came here for today. So smart campaigns. So smart campaigns help you as a small business owner to advertise on Google, and it can be set up and run in just a few steps, right? So you can get things done very fast, and they're designed specifically for small businesses that want to promote their products, services. Then you can choose from the 4 goals that actually exist on the smart campaign platform. On the expert mode, you see maybe like 6 different kinds of goals. On the smart campaign, it's been shrink down because they know you just want to do just a little stuff for your small business. Maybe you want to get more people to call you some more. You want to get people to your website. You want to get people to visit you in your physical location, or you want to run video ads, right? You can set up your advertising campaigns in a few minutes. And now these smart campaigns are managed by smart technology. The smart technology actually helps to monitor the campaign and improve the performance of the campaign continuously. So another one big advantage of running your campaigns on a smart campaign is it does a lot of work managing the campaign for you. For those of you that have an experience with the smart expert mode, you should know that you need to run keyword research using the Google Keyword Planner, and do a lot of manual work, setting the CPC, cost per click, copy some keywords and paste it there, and all those protocols. But over here, it's completely managed for you by the Google. The algorithms helps to manage the entire process for you. So you stress less. And then this ads also gets to compete with other ads, just the same way a regular ad would behave, compete with other ads for the top of the page, right? So advertisers just pay for the interactions on the ad, they pay for their clicks and the calls and the rest of them. So we're going to be looking at how to set up a smart campaign briefly, right? So I want you to ask me questions if you have some. So if you have any questions before we go into the step-by-step process of setting up a smart campaign. And thank you so much if you are just joining. Please, if you missed anything, please do well to come back and watch, right? And be kind enough to hit on that thumbs up button if you are yet to, and follow us on subscribe to our channel. Please do that. Subscribe to our channel, hit the subscribe button, and follow us, turn on the notification bell, and hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much. I'm seeing some new names here. Anthea, hi Anthea. Oh, this Medugri squad. You guys didn't come early today. How are you, Anthea? And how is Medugri today? Thank you so much for joining us. And Favor, Yobe State, I hope Yobe is fine. Okay, Victoria. Adamawa, yes, Adamawa. I didn't see anybody from Adamawa today. And Israel John from Adamawa as well. Damaturu, that's Bauchi, right? Juliet, am I correct? Please help me. I've forgotten my geography. Stella Oweri. Oh, thank you so much, guys, for joining us. And yeah, yes, thank you. Everybody that just came, please be kind enough to let the others know that we are still here, right? And we are going to the practical session right now. So Peggy asked this question. So as you mentioned Google AdSense earlier. So what's the difference between Google AdSense and Google Ads? I saw that question coming, Peggy. Thank you for asking. Thank you so much. That's a great question. So don't let it confuse you, right? Now let me explain something. The Google Ads, which is the one we are talking about right now, Google advertising in short form, Google Ads was formerly called Google AdWords. So they later changed it to Google Ads to make it short. So now the Google AdSense has always been called AdSense, right? So you can also call it Google Ads. So, you may not be able to spot the difference between AdSense and ads, right? So don't get it twisted. Let me explain the difference. Now, AdSense is you telling Google, I have a website or I have a YouTube channel that has a lot of traffic. Okay, so Google, I want you to start advertising on my website. So I'm applying that you use my platform to advertise. So your website automatically becomes one of the 2 million plus Google display networks. Now, I remember I spoke about the display ads. When you're actually trying to browse on a particular website, on some websites, you get to see adverts pop up from everywhere. And sometimes you get very annoyed, but those are websites that are being sent there from maybe Google. There are other platforms that run those kind of ads. They call them DSPs, demand side platforms. So maybe you are in business with other demand side platforms to be able to put adverts on your website, right? So now the money that you are going to be getting paid from all those traffic you are generating from when people click the ads on your page is what comes through the Google AdSense. AdSense. You apply for it. You cannot just wake up and start applying on your website. No. You need to apply and tell Google, okay, please come and use my website and advertise. Let me be making small cents, maybe 0.001 cents, right? So you get to have 0.001 cent, maybe per click, maybe per view, something like that. So that is AdSense, right? Now, Google Ads, the one we are talking about now is Google advertising. The other one, Google is paying you money. But this one, you are paying money to Google to actually put your website out there. Hope you got the difference. I hope you got the difference. What's the name again? Peggy. Yeah, I hope you got the difference now. Hope you got the difference. Please let me know if you got it. Yes, and there is this thing that stays, there's this reaction thing that is staying on the Facebook, on the YouTube chat place. Please, you can use it to react, laugh, laughing, or you're doing a congratulations, or you are surprised, or you're just saying 100%. Please make use of it. If you are using a PC, I don't think it exists for phones. Okay? All right, so you can try it if you're using PC, and you enjoy yourself. Hello, Marianne. Mariam. Evelyn. Hi. Hi, Spartakot. Stella, nice to meet you too. How have you been? And Mariam, hi, is Yobe. Ogun Remi, hi, is Ogun State. Thank you so much for joining. Chibuzo, hi, is Medugri. And those of you in Medugri, I really love you guys. And for the much that you guys are able to do in that place. So again, thank you so much for joining. Please, if you have not yet smashed the thumbs up button, please do it. And if you are yet to invite somebody, please do it. Somebody invited you, don't forget. So invite somebody. We have 15 minutes to go. Okay, so let's go to the practical part of what we're doing. Okay, Peggy, you understand now, right? Okay, thank you so much for letting me know. Okay, so let's go to the practical parts of what all these stories we're trying to preach ever since. So now, when you go to arts.google.com, what you're going to be asked to do is to sign in with your Gmail, right? So when you sign in with your Gmail, or let's say you are trying to advertise from your Google Business Profile account. Remember, the Google Business Profile account can act as a landing page. Now I'm going to explain what a landing page means. If you click any of those ads that pop up to you when you are browsing, right? When you are browsing on the website, or maybe when you're on YouTube, or maybe when you are anywhere and an ad shows up to you and you click on that ad, it take you to a website, right? When it lands you on that website now, or that web page is called a landing page. That's what it's called, a landing page. It could be a full-blown website. It could be a particular page on a website, right? Or it could be a Google Business Profile, like the one you have already. Now, what the advertiser wants you to do when you land on that place is going to be displayed there. Maybe they want you to pay for the product, you see checkouts. Maybe they want you to fill a form, you see it there. Maybe they want you to engage. Maybe they want you to go to the Play Store and download an app. You're going to see that becomes the app place becomes a landing page, right? So that makes all those places a landing page. So as an advertiser, you must decide where you want to use as a landing page. You must have already designed what you want people to do when they get to your landing page. Maybe you want them to pay, maybe you want them to fill a form, maybe you want them to, watch a video, maybe you want them to just go to a WhatsApp link, all of that forms part of what a landing page becomes. I hope you got that. So you can use your Google Business Profile as a landing page, or you can choose to use a website, right, as a landing page. So let's say you chose a website to be your landing page. Now Google is going to ask you for you to add your business name, right? So you add your business name and then you go next. So when you go next, and you're now going to add, it's now going to request for you to add the website link or the link of the landing page. It could be the about section of your website, or it could be the donation section of your website, right? So you just copy that link and paste it there and go next, right? And now we're going to give you a preview of what that your landing page will look like both on mobile and on desktop, right? So you're going to see a preview of what it will look like on mobile and on desktop. And then you're going to go to the goals that we were talking about. So now on these goals, now you're going to select, depending on the type of business that you want to do, what you want to achieve. Remember we said this particular business profile, this particular kind of ad comes with 4 different goals. You want to get more calls, or if you want to get more businesses, more people to visit your website traffic, if you want people to visit your physical store, or you want to run video ads. It's now up to you to decide which one. So you select the one you want to use, but most times people select the website because website comes with both calls and location added to it. So you can decide to check both of them or check one of them additional, or maybe just leave it, right? You just want to advertise your website, then just go ahead. Okay, so when we're done with that, now the next step is what customer actions should your campaign actually deliver to you. There are recommendations and there are other options. You just pick the one that is recommended. Now you go ahead now to create your campaign, your ad copies. Now you should think about creating your ad copies in a way. Remember I said you should be able to preempt what people will be going to search for when it has to do with your brand, when it has to do with your company, when it has to do with your industry. Remember you're contesting against other brands, right? So you think about your potential customers, the way they think, what they should be searching about, what kind of words they will be using to search for those kind of product or those kind of services that you are trying to advertise. So you need to be convincing with what you're writing, right? You need to also remember that there's an opportunity if you highlight the key things that somebody will actually be looking out for. Exactly what makes your business unique, you should also paint it out there. What should make you special, right? Now, you should be concentrating on putting your keywords on your headlines. You have 3 headlines of 30 characters each, and you have 2 descriptions of 90 characters each. Google's place is to select which one performs better after a random search, after a random display. That is what they'll be showing to people. When they keep showing, they will know which one is performing better than the rest. So your place now is to add the relevant keywords that is unique to your industry and unique to your product or unique to your services on those headlines. A person like me, I hardly read the descriptions. I don't know if people read descriptions. Me, I don't read descriptions. So you want to concentrate your attention on the headlines, those 30 characters in 3 different lines. You want to concentrate your attention on putting the major keywords on those headlines, right? Okay, so when you're done, you're going to see a preview to the right, what it will actually look like when people are searching for it and see it on their phones. So copies don't mean like the way I used to think before. They don't mean photocopy. Copies mean what people will see when the ad shows up, right? The ad will show up and what people will see. So what you want people to see. If you are actually running the ad on the expert mode, there are things we call extensions. There are no extensions on the smart campaign. So you want to add kinds of extension, like there's something called the call out extension. Call out extension would be like 50% discount, free shipping, buy one, get 2 free, something like that. Those are call out extensions. So you want to add those call out extensions on your headlines or on your descriptions so that people can easily see it. Remember, your ad must be compelling, it must be convincing before I'll click it, before anybody clicks it. So you want to pay close attention to what you're writing out there. A very close attention. All right, so let's go on. So when you pass that stage, the next thing you're going to be seeing there is to add some keyword themes. Now Google is going to pick your website, the content of your website, and generates keywords for you. They call it keyword themes. So you can add up to 20 keywords, then between 10 to 20 keywords. Now you can decide to not use the one that Google generates for you. If you have keywords already that you want to use. Now, another explanation, keywords doesn't necessarily mean one word. It could be 2 words, could be 3 words, could be 4 words, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean one word. So you want to be broad when you're trying to space out your keywords. More like being able to preempt what people will be searching for, right? Okay, so now the next step, now you want to decide where you want your ads to show, the location you want your ad to show. Now this is one of the beautiful features of the Google Ads platform. So you can decide to type Maiduguri. I want people in Maiduguri to see, people in Port Harcourt, people in Abuja, people in Lagos to see, or I want people to see 5-kilometer radius around me. So you can, if you pick the first option, you'll be able to move that icon to the right and expand that kilometer per radius, or move it to the left and reduce it. Or you want to type on from the second option, you want to type specific cities that you want your ad to show. And again, remember that the wider you want to reach, the more you spend. For instance, if you are targeting the whole of Nigeria, you are targeting at least out of 220 million people, let's say at least a million people, 2%, 2 million people of 200 million clicks the ad. Do you have the budget to carry 2 million people? Because remember, you're paying for results, you're paying per click, right? So let's say you're paying $0.1 per click. How much will you be spending to be able to reach 2 million people? So you want, even if you had $0.01 per click, how much will you be spending to be able to reach 2 million people? So what I'm trying to explain there is the lesser the audience you target, the much more results based on your audience. If you target a place like Abuja, you're thinking about maybe 30 million people, maybe 40 million people. Let's say 2% of the 30, 40 million clicks. So that becomes maybe like 300,000, right? So 300,000 times 0.01 is way lesser than 2 million times 0.01. I hope you got my explanation. So the lower you narrow it down, the more you narrow it down in location wise, the better for you. And now you head over to setting the budgets, and now I'm going to decide how much you want to spend, how much your budget is for that particular campaign. Either you type it or you just use that scrolling thing to move it around. And now you're going to see a preview of the ads campaign. So you get to see if you made a mistake, you're going to see a preview of everything. If you made a mistake, just click on that dot icon, edit icon. You can go back and change whatever you made a mistake with. When you finish with that, you're going to now add your payment information. Now, there are two types of payments in the Google Ads. We have the automatic payment and we have the manual payment. Let me explain. The automatic payment is you tell Google, okay, Google, I have $50 for this ads. You pay the $50 and you move from your account to the ads platform, and then you just see it reflects the $50. So as the ads perform, the money drops. You see the money dropping as the ads perform. Whereas the automatic payment is you telling Google, okay, Google, just hold my card. So you are going to put in your card details on that your platform. Now Google is just going to let the ad run. As the ad performs, on the first day of every month, Google will now calculate how much the ad has performed. Let's say the ad performed $20. You are now going to have a $20 debit on your account. That's how it works. One, you move the money. The other one is charged from your account at the first day of the month. Okay? So now you're all set. Everything is fine. You're going to be given that congratulations. And now a dashboard is going to be displayed to you. The dashboard is going to show to you the impressions, going to show to you the clicks, going to show more like just everything. Show to you the clicks, the engagement, conversions, the local actions, the calls, and everything that just shows there. And if you know how to use the Google Analytics, you should be able to attach your analytics accounts to the Google Ads when it is running, because analytics is going to give you much more results as per the insight and the data. So where you find that place is just look at that tools and settings. So click on tools and settings, and you're going to see link analytics, link your analytics. It's just a number you copy. Just copy the number from your analytics and put it there, and that's it. So you can begin to read, the ads data on your Google Analytics. I hope you got that. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna take the last pause for questions. I know Sandra is going to drop the attendance shortly. So if you have any questions from all we've explained, please ask right down. But meanwhile, what are your next steps? Your next steps is to learn some more. These things are very simple. Trust me, don't mind all this grammar we are speaking. So if you head over to ads.google.com and then try out these things, just simple steps. Just very simple, trust me. You can set up an ad in just a matter of minutes. So it's not the very difficult one that we knew. It used to be difficult before. So Google brought this particular format, just to make it easy for everyone that is trying to run ads. Okay. And now you can also learn more on learndigital.withgoogle.com/digital skills. Now you can also follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. All these links will be shared with you in the chat. So before I say my thanks, I want you to ask me questions. So ask me questions. Okay, so I'm looking at the chat right now. Stella, can WhatsApp be used as a landing page for a smart campaign, as I don't have a website now? Thank you so much. Very interesting question, Stella. But no, WhatsApp can't be used. You need a website. Now remember I said landing pages doesn't necessarily need to be a website, right? It doesn't necessarily need to be a website. It could be your Google business profile, or it could be you just went to wix.com and just designed something, or you went to wordpress.com and just designed something that you want people to do, or you went to magento.com, all those website builders, just design one page that you want people to actually take an action when they land on your page, and then you use that to run your ads. But the surest one I can tell you is the Google Ads platform. It's a Google business profile, or you can even use the website of your Google business profile, and then from there now you can now add a link. Excuse me. You can now add a link that people can click and go to your WhatsApp. That will make it easier. I hope you got that. And don't forget, Google is going to review your ads before it goes live, right? They're going to review it against their policies. Their policies against cryptocurrency and NFTs. Their policies against adult content. Their policies against what else now? Ammunitions, medicals, pharmaceuticals, drugs, and some brand things. We use people's brand logos and images. You need to give an explanation before they approve that ad. And a lot of things need to be approved before you go live. So you want to pay close attention to all those policies before you actually before your ad will go live. Okay, so I'm looking at the second question right now. So just give me a second, please. I'm going to answer your questions. Okay, so let's see who is asking another question. I hope you got that, Stella. Thank you, Buka. Thank you for your kind words. Which of the payment method would you suggest for a home baker? You mean payment as per the one you want to receive payment, or the one you want to pay to Google? If the one you want to pay to Google, well, I'm going to suggest the manual payment. So just move the money to your account, because you can keep the money in your account before the month runs out. You've spent the money. You want to avoid all of that, so just move the money there, right? Thank you, Stella, for asking. I'll ask again, what factor will determine while selecting keywords for Google AdWords campaign? Don't call it Google AdWords, just call it Google Ads. What factor will determine while selecting keywords for Google AdWords campaign? Peggy Ella, thank you so much. That's a beautiful question. So you need to run a keyword research, right? So you can use tools like Google Keyword Planner. Let me go to the last page again. On this last page, you get to find out. On this last page, you get to find out that there's something there that is at the top corner. There's the tools and settings. If you click on tools and settings, you're going to see something like Keyword Planner. It is now left for you to go and decide which keyword planner. To decide which keywords you want to use, right? Which keywords you actually want to use to run your ads. So what you do, maybe you're a baker, just type baking, or maybe culinary services, something like that. And then you're going to see a lot of keywords that people are searching for on the Google platform. It's now going to be left for you to decide. Which of those keywords, right? Which of those keywords you actually want to copy and give to Google to use for you. What is going to be a high determinant is going to be your industry. Yes, your industry. What are people searching for when they look for things that you sell, services that you're providing, right? I hope you got that. So you want to pay close attention to that, to your industry, so that you have the right keywords for it. I hope you got that, Peggy. Beautiful question. So that is your attendance. I'm sharing right now. That is attendance. Please fill the attendance properly. Okay, I'm going to share the other link shortly. Let me answer the next question. Can we have a recap session on the WhatsApp platform? Okay, maybe you need to run that through your team lead, right? So it would be nice for them to decide on that, if that's possible. Thank you, Buka. Hello, Gabriel. How are you doing? And how is Yola today? Yeah. Any other question? On the steps of setting up. Oh my God, Stella. That will mean going back to everything. So what you do, right? Just come back and watch the video. Okay, Stella. just come back. That is going to be too much on a brother, and the time we have, we've already shot our time by 5 minutes. So please don't, that won't be very, very practicable right now. So what I'm going to do is just to share the links. To head over there and learn some more, and follow us on Facebook, right? Follow us on Facebook, follow us Instagram, follow us again on Twitter, follow us on Twitter, and follow us on LinkedIn. Okay? I'm sure Sandra shared the link for you to set up the ads on ads.google.com. But if she did not, I'm going to share it right now for you to get started with your ads journey. So you can even go there and try setting all these things up by yourself. You don't need to make the ad to go live. So just set it up and make sure it's you know how to do it. It's a very simple process. Okay? Stella, please come back and just watch. All right, that will help us. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay. All right. And thank you so much too, Stella. Thank you so much, everybody. So before you go, can you drop an emoji for us? Before you go, let me drop mine first. All right. So it's been a nice time with you guys, and I really hope to see you guys once again. So please drop an emoji before you go, before you jump off. Happy for us. All right. Okay. All right. So